Yeah, I had an abduction experience, and I went to this spaceship, and they were asking me how the human race is doing, and they kept pushing. Is it time? Can we do the thing? I don't know. I didn't remember enough because they wiped my memory, and then I remembered afterwards. But they're asking like, you know, um, is it time? Can we make the push now? And I said no. I said, humans are too quick to look at the semblance of authority and not question what is the content, what is the leader actually trying to produce, what is the system trying to produce. They're not smart about that. They're not able to like think for themselves. They're thinking more as like a collective, and we don't want that from humanity. We want humanity to be full of free people. They can look at it and logically like say, oh look, this system is not good because of X, Y, and Z, or at the very least, people that don't defer. That's what we're trying to destroy, is this deference, this deferential, oh, you have a college education, so you probably know more than me, and there's two sides of this where people kind of disqualify themselves from responsibility through this, but then they also feel bitter against I don't know, maybe some people get a college education and then people around them are like sort of don't want anything to do with them anymore if they didn't go to study, because it's like oh, you're better than me now, or something, that's another thing is this is a download that came through to me recently: the culture of equality. Even though people aren't really equal, there should still be the quality, the culture of equality, because I mean, am I better than you, or are you better than me? It's not really clear. I do different things than you do, so we should treat each other as equals to some extent, even if people have a higher position, or like, um there's a guy, there's a factory, or there's a workplace, and the boss, you know, is a good guy, and he runs the business, and he makes sure everyone gets paid and everything else. That's good. I mean, I guess the question I'm trying to pose here, another big philosophical, big ticket question is the boss who doesn't actually do the work. Okay, let's say in a typical situation where the boss doesn't do the work, he's just an administrator. Is he as an administrator better because he is absorbing of this, he is digesting of this, he is able to manage the whole thing, he is at the top, or is it you know the worker on the floor who just loves the work and he just does the work? Maybe he's the guy that has a lot of the technical knowledge, that goes and fixes the machines, and he's a very able person. Is that person better? You know what I'm saying? So the download that came to me is that some people just are better than others. Yeah, there is no true equality, but there is like a culture of equality is really important, because it's not, you don't know, it's this mystery that's between us. Like, we know one or two or three facets of each other, two or three dimensions of each other, or me and anyone. I only know so much about them, so to make the assumption, oh, I'm better than you. It's good. It's actually, and this is another thing that's been coming through to me over the last few months, is to be a little bit self-absorbed and to concentrate on what you're doing and perfecting your work and being about your work, and not worrying and fussing about other people and how you compare with them, because that doesn't matter. It's about you and your work. And if someone's interfering with your work, if their actions are interfering with your work, fuck them. Fry them with offensive magic, whatever. But there's no comparison at a certain point. You know what I mean? And that ties in with the equality thing as well. So I think I need to understand that first thing to understand this culture of equality concept. That yeah, it's not real. So I think this is the downloads have been coming through to me of why things are the way they are in society. That it actually is like a cult, or not a cult, but there's like an unsaid agenda behind all of this that really not very many people know about, something like that, or maybe the people implementing it don't know about it. It's as if this whole drive for equality is about this. It's not about people actually being equal. It's about creating a level playing field for there to be for it to be chaotic as nature is in its nature, in the nature of nature. That people have different facets, and it's like who's the better player character? Is it the cleric who can heal someone's full health bar, 10 times over, or but will die from one hit of a medium difficulty, let's say mob or RPG villain, I don't know, enemy? Or is it the tank that can just take a licking and keep on ticking and hardly even needs you know what I'm saying? It's we have all these dimensions, and it's like we're all a matrix within ourselves, like a mathematical matrix, like as if we're all RPG characters with many slots. But the funny thing is, the slot is in science and philosophy, and it's something more obtuse than that, or maybe it is science and philosophy, but not. It's not like such a crystallized thing. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it would be. Yeah, something like that. But so wow.